Framations YouTube channel. I am here with the photographer Nancy Bridges, who does a very unique form of photography. It's called
Photograms.
Photograms.
It's done in the dark room without a camera,
Wow.
and it takes a lot of time. I've been actually making photograms since I started photography.
And when was that?
Oh gosh, a long time ago.
A galaxy far, far away.
Yeah, in that galaxy, yes. And you start out when you're learning photography. You see the magic of photography by putting something onto the photographic paper in the dark room and exposing it and putting it in the chemicals, and boom, suddenly you have an image. And so, is a big surprise. But I've been experimenting with a number of different things to, sort of build up my expertise with photograms. And recently I started using leaves, and I discovered that I need to dry them first.
Okay.
And then you put that leaf onto the photographic paper.
Wow.
And expose that, and you have to do a test first to see how much light you're going to leave on the paper.
Sure.
And then after you've done your test, you can, then expose the paper. But because you have no negative, you only have that one exposure. And
That makes each print unique and one of a kind.
Right. So, I've just been collecting leaves, pressing them, and I discovered that I can't use green leaves because the photographic paper and the light doesn't go through the green color. So, like the yellow ginkgos work really well, but again, I have to dry them, and then I can put them onto the photographic paper.
Now this piece here, what kind of plants did you use for this photogram?
This is, I volunteer at the Botanical Gardens.
Oh, okay.
And this is a piece of coffee plant that was literally lying on the floor, and so I picked it up, brought it home, pressed it, and then...
no, you're not going to get in trouble from the garden for taking it.
Oh, no, they don't. No, it's in the sweepings when we're sweeping up at the end of the day. So,
well, now, when you volunteer at the garden, what do you do there?
Normally I work in the exhibit hall.
Okay.
And I volunteer for the Christmas show and the holiday show.
Awesome.
And the orchid show. Of course, now
the orchid show is beautiful.
Yes, it really is a lot of fun, and people love it.
Oh yeah.
But of course, right now we have no building. The old building has been torn down.
Yeah.
And the new building's going up, and so the volunteers obviously were not coming in because of COVID.
Right.
We could have another job, but with COVID, they haven't had us come as volunteers.
Right. They have pretty strict procedures at the garden with COVID. I know because my mom worked there. She retired last year, so.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Which department was she?
She was in the plant mounting division, so.
Oh, okay.
So she was over in the other building. Yeah.
Right, yeah.
But yeah, they had her work from home for a while, and then she's, retired. So.
Good.
But she retired at 80.
Wow, good
from
for
the
her.
Botanical Garden. Yeah, worked there for 30 years.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's wonderful.
You have another piece here. Now this one is the Redbuds?
Redbuds, yes.
All right. What kind of plant is a
It's a redbud tree.
redbud
That
tree?
we're all familiar
So they're the
with.
leaves from the redbud
Yeah,
tree.
the purple redbud that,
Okay.
is, I think it's a Missouri tree.
It is. I think it's a state tree in Missouri, isn't
State
it?
tree, I think so.
I think it might be.
Yeah.
We'll have to fact check that.
So these were, off the tree in my yard,
Mm-hmm.
and, I dried them out, and then I could use them for the photograms.
Oh, they're wonderful. Now, do you experiment with other things besides plants on the photographs?
Yeah, I had some crystal bottle caps and a number of different objects. Let me see what else. Oh, I had some little toys that I used,
Yeah.
and I used lettuce one time, and that works really well. It's a
Okay.
beautiful image.
I bet there's a lot of things that you could experiment with by
Right,
making
yeah.
photographs.
So it just goes on and on, you know. Some things seem to work better than others.
So what kind of, do you need to use a special paper for your
Yes, I
process?
use darkroom paper.
Okay.
And this particular paper is postcard paper, and you have to use it in the dark room,
Mm-hmm.
but on the back it's printed. You could use it as a postcard.
As a postcard and mail it.
And
Wow.
mail it, yeah.
Have you done artist trading cards with them at all?
You know, I did for a little while with a friend who lives in New York,
Mm-hmm.
and she has some people that trade, and so yeah, I've traded a few.
Wow, that would be awesome to get one of those in the mail.
Yeah, you know,
I feel sorry for the person I traded with.
I know. I'm sure it'd be lovely.
So what got you into doing photograms? Like, what sparked your interest in it?
I don't know. I'm trying to think. I just love the magic of it.
Okay.
And the fact that you can do it in the dark room. You don't have to worry about, you know, is it raining today and I can't take pictures? Or, you know, it's very experimental.
Sure.
The photograms are, and you know, depending on what you use and how you place it on the paper. So, and I've also done where I've taken old photographic paper
Mm-hmm.
and sprayed it with developer
Okay.
and made a design that way, and then
No,
you
I
can
never
also,
thought about doing that
yeah,
before.
then you can also, you know, draw with developer with a brush
Okay.
onto the photographic paper,
Wow.
and then, you know, use something else to expose on that paper and make a photogram with that.
Well, Nancy's given us some ideas for things to do while you're under quarantine.
There you go.
If you have a dark room and you have the chemicals.
Yeah, right.
And the paper.
And the paper, yeah. So,
That's great. So that's really wonderful. So I know you said you've been doing photography a long time. What inspired you to start picking up a camera in the first place?
oh, my grandfather had a camera, and I always loved it. It was one of those that, the Kodak that you
Sure.
pull out, you know, and actually my grandmother gave it to me as an adult.
Okay.
And,
Do you still have it?
Yes, I do. And I have the little brownie camera my first camera that I got when I was about 7. And I still have that camera.
Oh, that's very nice.
Yeah.
Very cool.
So yeah, I've been interested in photography as a child.
Okay. Yeah. So, is there one photo out of everything that you've shot that really stands out that you can go, that's my favorite?
Oh. I did one for a project that I did called Without a Passport,
Mm-hmm.
where I traveled around Missouri to places that had foreign place names.
Sure.
And I think it was in DeSoto at the old Opera House. And
Okay.
inside, I'm sorry, I think it was Troy.
Okay.
Inside the old Opera House were a line of hats hanging. And that picture, I think, is one of the better photographs that I've made.
All right. So when you're not photographing, do you dabble in other things? Or
Gardening.
gardening?
Yeah, I'm a big gardener.
Oh, well, yeah.
Right, maybe that's why I got into
Photographs, do something with the
using
plants.
nature.
Yeah.
So.
Well, that's wonderful. Well,
Yeah.
thanks for coming out and chatting
Oh,
with us
you're
today.
welcome. That was fun.
And it's been fun chatting.
Yeah, thank you.
All right. In the meantime, enjoy art till our next gallery chat, and we'll see you soon.